it's a good day for teachers in Arizona. In the last 3 years, we've been able to put $1.7 billion into our public schools. Given where our budget was when I took office in 2015, this was a substantial amount, but there's more needed. K-12 education is a box that we will never check. We'll never stop improving because when it comes to our kids, we must never stop working for them. One way we work for our kids is by rewarding our teachers. Arizona's economy is growing, and with a growing economy comes more revenue. I've said I'm on the side of the teachers, and I've been listening, and we've been working. That is why today I'm proposing we boost our proposed teacher pay increase to 9% this year. Combined with what we did last year and with our commitment over the next 2 years, this will result in a net pay increase of 20% by the beginning of school year 2020. Now here's how it will work. Last year's budget combined with this year's budget will result in a 10% increase in teacher pay. In the base, ongoing, inflated. Next year's budget will include another 5% increase. The year after that will include another 5%. That combined with the pay increase provided last year means by the beginning of the 2020 school year, every Arizona teacher will have received a cumulative raise of 20%. So what does this mean specifically? Well, today, the average teacher pay in Arizona is $48,723. If we pass this plan, it will increase to a projected $52,725 by the new school year this fall. By the beginning of the 2020 school year, the projected average teacher salary will be $58,130. Now we know that there are other needs in public education, so there will be no shell games. This investment is in addition to the $371 million in district additional assistance, which will provide flexible funding for Arizona's schools' most pressing needs: fixing school infrastructure, modernizing curriculum, school buses, and updating classroom technologies. We can do this and do it in a responsible and sustainable way. In the days ahead, I'll be working with legislative leadership on passing a final budget. As a result of Arizona's thriving economy and a record population of 7 million plus residents, the state's revenues are on the rise. Combined with the reduction in state government operating budgets through strategic efficiencies, caseload savings, and a rollback of some of the governor's office proposals included in the fiscal year 19 executive budget, more dollars are available to invest into two of Arizona's most important priorities: Arizona's teachers and Arizona's classrooms. The budget process is coming to a close, and I hope everyone had a good spring break because it's going to be a long weekend, and we're going to be working through the weekend. I believe the legislature is in line with that, and I know we can get this done. We've done big things before, and with the help of everyone here, and I want to thank all the people that are here and that have combined and contributed to this plan, including our teachers, our superintendents, our educational champions, and legislators and legislative leadership. So let's get this done. Thank you.
You're proposing to pay for some of this with revenues that are and projections into the future. What happens to this if the economy tanks?
Well, our commitment in this budget proposal is to our teachers. Our economy has been growing. We have surplus revenues, and we're going to put these towards teacher pay. That'll be the commitment. We'll have to make other adjustments. We've been through ups and downs in our economy before. Our economy is on the rise. We have balanced our budget. We maintain a healthy rainy day fund. So I'm confident that we'll be able to weather a storm if it comes. There's not one on the horizon at this time.
So, Governor, quick question. That's back of the napkin math, $272 million for teacher pay for that 8%. Is that pretty close?
You're pretty good, Bob. It's $274 million in this year's budget for teacher pay.
It's journalist, man. So let's talk about some of the priorities you said that you're not going to do. You were talking about a tax cut for military pension. You had things about wrong-way drivers. Are all those gone now?
It's going to be a long weekend, Howie. I'm going to be working with the people standing behind me to negotiate this final budget. The commitment in this budget and the priority in this budget is going to be to the teacher pay increase.
Governor, 10% is supposed to be the base. What about the next two 5% years? Are those also to the base? Inflation?
Yes, base and inflated.
Governor Red for Ed wanted 20% now. You're offering 20% over 3 years. You have some supporters up there in the crowd behind you. What's your message to Red for Ed right now?
Well, I think the message today is, first I want to say that I've been listening and I've been impressed. But the winners today are the teachers in the state of Arizona. If some others want to claim credit, they're more than welcome to jump on the bandwagon.
Well,
is there anyone who hasn't asked a question who has one?
That goes to the other part of the question, Governor. You're saying very clearly this occurred 24 hours. I know this is not something just cooked up overnight. 24 hours ago, teachers in half of the schools walked in, showed they were committed. How much of your decision to do this was based on that teacher support? Remember, you had originally proposed 0.4% per year. So tell me how much.
This teacher pay is something we've been talking about for some time. Through the school safety meetings that we had with teachers and superintendents, teacher pay came up in those discussions as well. But I have been paying attention to what's going on out across the state. And like I said, I've been listening and I've been impressed. And we're working with legislators that have the same commitment to K-12 education and our teachers as I do. And we were able to put this plan together. And now it's time to get it passed. Thanks, everybody.
Are you talking?